Last fall about this time, bought some sweet potatoes, and in the course of the month or so, one of them started growing pretty vigorously, so I kept that one out from the bunch and put it in a pot of soil and let it grow some vines coming off of it, and kept it over the winter in the greenhouse. And then sometime late winter, early spring, I started cutting off the slips and put them in individual pots. I don't know what variety of sweet potato it was, but I thought I'd try a little experiment here in Wisconsin. I'm going to grow some sweet potatoes. Put a link down below from a video I seen from a Wisconsin fella that plants sweet potatoes. They had him on a PBS station, and he's got a video out there showing how he did it, and I tried to do it pretty much how he did it. So I'm going to show you what we got here, and then I'll click this cleared off, and we'll see what we got. Oh, sorry about the noise in the background. The day I decided to do this, somebody down the way there is having something done. Anyway, here's the sweet potato bed. It's pretty well finished. We had a couple of nights that we did have a frost, and I tried to keep them covered up. That's where I had my watermelons growing. I pulled that fabric over them and had them covered up. So I don't know if they got frozen. I hope not. That's not supposed to be good for sweet potatoes. But had them covered up to keep the frost off of them. I noticed that I'm having some vole problems here too. I don't know if you can see that. Now all summer it was just fine, but now all of a sudden they found the sweet potatoes and they're kind of digging around in there. So I'm gonna clear this all off, and we'll show you how I planted them, how far apart and whatnot. Then we'll pull this plastic off and see what we end up with. Here's what the bed looks like. Got it all cleared, and there's planted 12 slips in here. Planted them 18 inches apart, so that from there to there was 18 inches, and then from those two was 18 inches and 18 inches, 18 inches on down. And voles, yeah, there's a nest here that one had made. There's a nest, that black stuff that they got there, getting that off of this landscape fabric I used. The bottom part of that is fuzzy, which helps it stick, but I don't really care for that in the garden, I guess. I didn't know I was going to do that. But anyway, get back to our sweet potatoes. I noticed, just for a quick review here, I think they left me enough, but you can see there they had dug off, bit off the tops of them. This one here, if there's anything in there or not, but okay, I'm going to pull this plastic off. This is just black plastic that I got from the hardware store. I got it cut 6 feet wide, and I had potatoes over in this area, so regular potatoes, so I didn't make it wider than that. Could have been wider. Anywhere these vines, I should say, set down, they're gonna root down into the ground really easy. They take roots real quick. But on this side they didn't so much because the landscape fabric came up to it. So I'm going to pull this off, and we'll see what we got. This is it's got black plastic pulled off. This is a lot worse than I had anticipated. These guys got a whole city built under here. See where they've been eating on my sweet potatoes. Got a bunch stored up here for winter, I guess. Got their burrows, and I hope they left me something. See a few of them running around in here trying to hide. Might pull that off of there. Oh, look at this. This is a lot worse than I imagined it was going to be. That's one of the bad things about laying down landscape fabric or black plastic. If you have any kind of field mice or voles, they like to get right under there. So I'm going to dig these up. Next time you see me, I might have tears in my eyes. I don't know. Hopefully they left me enough that I get some of my harvest. Yep. Just saw one duck. Maybe you saw that. There he goes. Yeah, where is he? Down there somewhere. Anyway, so here's my sweet potato harvest. These have all been pretty well damaged by the voles. Got a little pile there that probably be able to salvage. There's not really too many altogether, considering I had 12 plants under there. I'm going to take a little closer look at these. It's pretty disappointing. And these guys really do a job on things. That was going to be an awful big potato there. That. Eat that. Some of these maybe are partially salvageable, but I'm not going to even try. They're kind of weird shapes to them though. Here's a nice, would have been a nice big one. Anyway, these are all pretty well dead. This is, look at the shape on that. That's crazy. Another one. This one here probably can salvage part of it. That heals there. A little tiny one. And look at this other pile here that only had one plant that looked just fine. That nothing apparently got at. They just didn't get at it, that's all. So here's the ones that I got that are pretty good. I think this can salvage that. That one looks okay. Here's a really nice big one. This is big but weird looking. These are all from the same plant. Now some of them are more red than others. I don't know why. These are from the plant that they hadn't gotten at. So those I'll keep. Okay, lesson learned. Okay, lessons learned. If you live in Wisconsin at least, don't just take a supermarket sweet potato and grow it and see what you get. It'd be better off just to buy some slips. I know they're kind of expensive. Buy some slips from someplace that have potatoes, sweet potatoes that are supposed to be able to grow and get mature in our climate, Wisconsin's climate. Number two, if you use black plastic like this, it leaves a good hiding place for voles and probably field mice to get under. So either don't use black plastic at all, although in Wisconsin that helps, it keeps the soil warm and it'll help them grow better supposedly. Now remember, I'm going to put this link down below where you can watch this guy that does it. He actually succeeds at it. Anything good happen out of this? Well, the one good thing is sweet potatoes take a while to cure. You have to put them in a warm area, leave them set for a while, and let them kind of cure. They don't like the cold. So I don't have too many that I have to worry about finding a place to cure them. I can put these in the house, or maybe I'll stick them in the greenhouse for a while and let them cure. And that's it. It's really disappointing, pretty kind of discouraged. I don't know if I'll try this again with sweet potatoes. It's hardly worth it. You can get them in the store pretty reasonable. But it was an experiment. The thing was growing good for me in the winter, during the winter. Had those slips, and I thought, well, I'm going to try this. But anyway, here's the result. So the Wis.Gardener signing off with kind of a failed project here, I think. And look at some of my other videos. Some of them succeeded fairly well. So until next time, good luck, good growing.